All right, let's jump right into this explainer and demystify the incredible complexity of modern enterprise IT. If you're managing data, applications, or infrastructure today, you know exactly what I mean. The ecosystem is literally exploding. Diverse clouds, on-prem servers, massive data leaks, edge devices, SaaS platforms constantly updating, containerized microservices, and legacy systems that simply refuse to die. We're way past just keeping the lights on. Now we're expected to drive continuous innovation, harness massive data flows, and deliver concrete business outcomes. But how do we pull that off when the underlying technology is a tangled web of disparate systems? The reality for most enterprises is that they're managing hundreds of applications, completely reliant on brittle, hand-coded scripts, and suffering from a sheer lack of control. You might be running a critical core banking process on a legacy mainframe while simultaneously triggering real-time customer updates through Salesforce. The problem isn't the technology itself. It's the chaotic, federated nature of how these tools are patched together. It's essentially a Frankenstein monster of IT infrastructure. And it's not just the technology that's fragmented, it's the people. To get just one single digital process across the finish line, you're coordinating with auditors, administrators, developers, schedulers, data ops, cloud platform teams, big data and BI teams, business users, DevOps, and file transfer teams. Seriously, try getting all those people aligned, let alone getting their respective tech stacks to communicate flawlessly. It is an absolute nightmare of federated teams trying to accomplish unified goals while speaking completely different operational languages. Here's what that complexity looks like in practice. You've got a legacy ERP, a stalwart of traditional, of enterprise data, and apps running on modern platform. Add BI for analytics and a massive data warehousing platform, and the complexity multiplies exponentially. Your business processes don't care about vendor differences, they just need the data to flow. Without a master orchestration plan, you end up with fragmented workflows, manual field mappings, brittle handoffs, and when step 42 of a 100-step manual process fails, the whole chain breaks. How do you even begin to troubleshoot that? To understand the full scope of the challenge, consider the modern data pipeline. It has 4 foundational steps. Ingest data from wildly diverse sources, files, ERPs, CRMs, edge devices, clickstreams, databases, reliably store that data, process it, and finally deliver insights to the business. A breakdown at any single phase means your business is essentially flying blind. But just when organizations started getting a handle on traditional data pipelines, the game changed again. Now we're facing the newest and most demanding layer of complexity, generative AI and operationalizing large language models. Because you can't just buy an LLM and plug it in. It's a rigorous multi-step process. Data extraction, staging, absolutely critical data quality checks. Because garbage in just creates incredibly confident garbage out. Then transformation, model training, and evaluation. This demands an extraordinary level of orchestration across infrastructure, data, and applications. Now let's shift to the solution. End-to-end enterprise business orchestration. Think of orchestration as the master symphony conductor for your tech stack. The conductor doesn't play the violin, they don't blow the horn, but without them, 100 highly skilled musicians make nothing but random noise. Control M brings the timing, the dependencies, and the unified vision required to turn that noise into a beautiful, functional symphony of business outcomes. The contrast is night and day. Before, hundreds of applications taped together with custom scripts, managed by siloed, federated teams who are constantly fighting fires. After, application and data workflows brought together under one unified orchestrator, Control M. Brittle scripts replaced with reliable automation, and those federated teams finally get a single pane of glass to actually collaborate through. To pull this off at enterprise scale, Control M must possess critical capabilities. A Gen AI-assisted UX with multiple interface options, so every team can use it comfortably. DevOps native practices to keep development agile, ironclad governance and standards so your auditors stay happy. And end-to-end visibility, because if you can't see it, you can't manage it. Above all, it must support heterogeneous workflows, connecting the mainframe to the multi-cloud without breaking a sweat. And the core philosophy is this. It has to be agnostic. Persona agnostic, meaning the developer, the data engineer, and the business analyst can all interact with workflows naturally. Data agnostic, it doesn't care if it's structured SQL or unstructured edge data. Infrastructure agnostic, on-premise or cloud, it simply doesn't matter. Add an end-to-end auditability and traceability, and you quickly realize that true orchestration doesn't care about the tool du jour. It enforces absolute interoperability. When you finally align your infrastructure, your sprawling data pipelines, and your hundreds of applications through Control M, friction disappears. Execution becomes reliable, predictable, and fully scalable. You actually operationalize your digital business, so I want to leave you with one final vital question. Are you ready to run your business faster than humanly possible? Because when you remove the chaos of custom scripts and siloed teams and implement true end-to-end orchestration with Control M, that is exactly the level of extraordinary performance you unlock. Thank you for your time. Let's orchestrate today so your business can outperform tomorrow.